Jason, thanks for joining us. As the biggest Mavs fan in the world, how are you feeling on this day?
Good, good. I'm contemplating whether or not we're going to make an amendment to biggest Mavs fan in the world and just the Joker of Dallas. But we're doing okay. No, I've had better days. Joke of an organization, really, really making me contemplate my fandom, and it's a bizarre feeling because I'm a pretty hardcore Mavs fan. I've spent many years embarrassing myself on behalf of this team, so it sucks.
Well, never more embarrassed than you were on Saturday, February 1st, I'm sure. I'm sorry because it's so fucking horrible. But I want to ask you off top. I proposed this to Tyler and Claire, and they were not takers. Do you see any credence to a Kobe Bryant sleeper cell inside job thing here between Nico and Rob Pelinka, or do you think he genuinely thinks this is a good move?
So, can I take you on a journey a little bit?
Hell yeah.
Okay. It to when we like semi, in the know, smart Mavs people heard about this, we were like, there will be more dropping. There will be more coming out, especially from the Luka side. We're going to find out he made some sort of threat, something to make this make a little bit of sense. I do want to clarify.
He pulled a gun in the locker room, something like that. Yeah.
He did that. He did the worst things imaginable, right? And then as Nico Harrison started doing this thing where he opened his mouth in front of a microphone, it was unreal. It became very clear that there wasn't more coming out. It was simply that this man thought this was a good idea. And so I was like, oh my gosh, this guy is just not, he really likes this idea. So then beyond that, I'm kind of sitting there going like, reading these, Kobe, Pelinka sort of things. And I'm going, well, it doesn't make sense, but it makes more sense than the things he's saying.
That's where I'm coming from. Yes. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And so it's like, it turns you into a crazy conspiracy theorist. But if there was a better alternative that made sense, the only reason why I'm dubious of something like that is just because it takes a lot of people to keep secrets in this league. And it's like the amount of people that would have to keep that secret is pretty insane, but crazier things have happened. I don't know. It makes that little sense. I mean, when was the last time someone was traded and the newsbreaker had to clarify they weren't hacked, and every single NBA player in the world commented on it and was like, what in the world? I mean, they got like Anthony Edwards to be like, what are you doing? Like, that's a really crazy thing to do. So I don't know, man. It's bleak times, and I really, I prided myself on fandom. It's something that I've always talked with players about everything. Like, it's such a crucial piece to this whole pie that I feel like I love, and I'm very passionate about fandom and that the love of sport. And this one really hurt Mavs fans. I really think it's like one of the worst things an organization could do to their own fans.
Yeah. I got a homie who's been my homie since college, who's a lifelong Mavs fan, we've been texting about it. And he just texted me like out the blue today, like, I just really can't believe it. This is the worst moment of my life as a sports fan, no hyperbole. Like, it's really taking a toll on so many Mavs fans, and I feel like a lot of them are abandoning the Mavs. A lot of them are saying, fuck it, I'm following Luka to the Lakers. Like, it's just giving up a player like Luka, 25, not even playing the best basketball of his life yet, not even totally hit his peak yet. And to give him up, and it's just like, the thing about a guy like Luka, having a player like that, is that you always have a chance year in and year out for the next 10, 12, 15 years. And now that's gone. Now y'all are working on a window of a bunch of 30 plus year olds, right? On with 32-year-old Kyrie, 32-year-old AD. And for that to just evaporate like that, bro. Like, I just don't know how I'd be able to deal with it. Like I said, if I was a Mavs fan, I'd quit. I've quit my teams for less. So I would have hit the door, bro.
Listen, and you guys know this. There's particular identities with fan bases. There's There just is. Okay, so if you're a Miami Heat fan, you sort of come to expect that, like, you buy your players, but we got this top-notch culture and players want to come here. That's like their identity, whether it's the Buffalo Bills or Boston Celtics, whatever. Every fan base has an identity, and the Mavericks fan base is really founded on this idea through conditioning from the organization itself that you pick a guy and you ride with that guy. And that's just what Mavs fans are used to. I mean, I'm 38 years old, became a Mavs fan when I was much, pretty young. And it's like, okay, so when I was a child and became a Mavs fan, you're already a little different. You're already like kind of the weirdo in the corner because everyone's a Cowboys fan, but we're Mavs fans. Then this gangly German dude comes and you're kind of like, okay. And you learned through just cheering him on that, oh, I really love cheering on our guy. I love going through the ups and the downs and the disappointments and everything like that. And then it was an immediate handoff to Luka, which felt really fortunate. We felt like we were very lucky because we could continue with that brand of fandom. And so that's why I think it was so stunning was that this isn't Miami. Like when Nico, his first comment was defense wins championships. And that's like, I don't even really know what to say about that. Like that's cheating on your wife and your explanation is like, we're all going to die someday. So who cares? Like, I don't even know, but it's like, we have love here. We care.
I'm just trying to stay in shape. I'm trying to stay in shape.
So,
yeah.
I'm just trying to stay in shape. It's finding this like completely different thing that doesn't address the actual point of it all. And I think that misread, it was one of the bigger misreads. And Nico had nobody in his corner to tell him, because it definitely wasn't the ownership group, and it definitely wasn't anybody else that was like, hey, this is a bad idea. Everyone was shocked. Dirk was shocked. Luka was like, everybody's shocked. And so I think that is the piece that they're really missing and why they're going to see this particular fan base really revolt on this one. I really believe it. I'll tell you this right now. I have been on the record. I have no shame in saying it. I'm completely done. I was done before. I was like, I'm going to sleep on it. Then I kept reading new quotes. There was the one quote I put out on Twitter where he essentially said, the reason we didn't want this to leak is because we didn't want our fans to get upset. We didn't want to face backlash. And it's like, so then you knowingly moved forward, knowing that you were going to face this kind of backlash. And that to me means that they betrayed us, and it's not the other way around. And so when I've got a few people in my mentions are like, you're a bandwagon, you're this or you're that. And it's like, whatever. I mean, you want to be this person who sticks with in the relationship that treats you like shit, you knock yourself out. But I got more important. OKC Stadium is 5 minutes that way. I think I'm gonna start going to those games. I'm gonna start barking when Jalen Williams hits a three. It's gonna be fun.
Tyler, do you want to give Jason the pitch? Tyler was a lapsed Washington football team fan because of the ownership and then came back with Jaden Daniels. Do you want to tell Jason that there's light at the end of the tunnel and it's okay to step away from the abusive relationship?
Oh yeah, for sure. Look, it's going to be an adjustment. There's going to be times you're not going to be able to just straight up cold turkey quit them. You're going to find yourself checking box scores and such. It's going to be similar to a breakup where you might be checking their social media here and there. But look, bro, you will get through it. And it'll be a burden lifted off you. And I'm telling you, bro, like I can't fault anyone who quits the Mavs after this. This is an egregious mishandle. Like it was some big brain shit that ripped the heart out of an entire fan base. I just can't abide it, dog.
NFL playoffs? We're talking about NFL playoffs? You bet we are. Get in on the action at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. Scoring touchdowns is key to winning in the NFL playoffs. And the key to you scoring big is betting on them at DraftKings, the #1 place to bet touchdowns.
Ready to place your first bet? Try betting on something simple, like a player to score 6. Go to the DraftKings Sportsbook app and make your pick. The Manders had a big night, and so did Terry McLaurin, so I'm eyeing his props this coming week. And here's another reason to watch your favorite players crush it in the playoffs. New customers bet $5 to get $200 in bonus bets instantly.
Score big during the NFL playoffs with DraftKings Sportsbook. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code Jenkins. That's code Jenkins for new customers to get $200 in bonus bets instantly when you bet just $5. Only on DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours.